how's it going? Mad Otter's back. We'll be starting in just a couple of minutes, a minute or two. Just got to sort a few things out. It's all part of the fun. Very good. Just got a little problem here I'm trying to sort out. I'm just trying to resolve an issue here with the keyboard not showing. But we will get there. So just give us a moment. I'm trying to get that sorted. Indeed it. Not quite sure why this time it's not showing up. Oh well, we'll have to live without it, I think, and I'll have to sort that out another time. Oh, there it is. It is there. Okay. We can relax. And we can continue. So yesterday we got actually a reasonable amount done, and after the stream I actually, later in the evening, just before I went to sleep, I actually did a little bit extra and got the other floor done. So we've got, just as a quick review, we've got concrete being made down here. On this floor we've got screws. And then on this floor we've got plates and rods here being made. So that's where we're at the moment, and obviously there is stuff to be done. We are going to try and do copper today. That's the goal today. I am going to try and see if we can keep the stream to about an hour again. And I'm hoping we can get copper done in that time. But let's just see how we go. So copper is over there, and I really want to bring this along as straight as possible. So I think actually that one's going to be the one. So let's just wrong key. Do that. This we can delete, basically. That's now defunct, but we do have a little stock. We should have a little stock here of wire, which is quite good. Any extra we don't need, we can sink and get some points for it as well. And at the moment we still haven't got our blades, running blades, to give us more bounce to get up a little height, so we haven't got that far to unlocking stuff yet, so we'll have to make do. Limestone is here. Okay, that's an additional one if we need it, so maybe we actually need to bring the copper in next to that, which would make more sense, like that. And then we can leave a space here if we need the lime. The limestone's going to go there though, because it's going to join that one if we do it. That means the copper is going to come in a little bit earlier. Okay, so let's just preempt that a little bit by putting that there just as a reminder. Then this can go here. It's going to be a little bit of a piggly poo because obviously that's going to disappear eventually. Because if we bring the copper line here, it means we've got to jump it up for the conveyor belt before I really want to, which is not very pleasing. So maybe I'm just going to try something here and see if it works. It may not. That is not going to work. It's not going to do a squishy for me, is it? To the right height. Is it even going to let me do it that way? I think that's too tall. It's like air. It's the only thing that frustrates me slightly in Satisfactory, and has done for quite a while, is sometimes the alignments of things, like where these sit on the actual thing, and 1 meter height differences and stuff like that can get very, very tricky to align. Which is a bit of a pain because it makes it messy basically to try and sort it out, and you can't exactly even do it this way. Well, you can, but then that belt isn't on a level. It's basically you're going to be on a slope, which is going to look not very nice, which is really a pain. I'm wondering whether I am going to try and something here. I'm just going to try and see if we can cheat it a little bit and get it to jump up a little bit for us, like that. Then we can do the double height. I might bring it around that side actually, and that's going to give us a bit more room for that. That means that's then level, and we are missing nail plates again. So let's crack on and get those. And I did put in a little report for suggestions for graphics on the lightning in terms of I think it needs to be altered for the storm. I like the rain obviously because I love rain in this game, and but I did not like the lightning. It was just way too cartoony and just looked totally inappropriate in my view for the game style. So I'm just hoping there's enough people get hold of that and actually, I mean it's a minor thing, but you know, it is a minor thing. That's all linked up, that's now going, that's okay, so the concrete's now going, that's good because that's going to allow us now to bring the copper down here and around. And if we get it in the right location, so if we bring it, say, around to about here, or even here, we can then take about up to that top floor. Yeah, that should work. Okay, let's do this. It looks like it's going to come more closer to there, or do we make it more? I think we're going to actually go there. And we'll see why in due course, because I think it's going to make it easier to make a proper bend to it than if we don't. Oh, we're still short on those things. We seriously need to get going on those. 27, I don't think even that's going to be enough. We're going to have to make some more. But that's okay. We can do that. We can do that. Mm-hmm. We can do that. We can do that. Yeah. Don't you love it? So I'm just checking out something here because I've just noticed something else is now not working with OBS. Don't you love OBS when it's working? I'll go there for a second. There we go. Mm-hmm. Another 25 of those. I don't think that's going to be enough, but it's going to be close because we can probably use the other belt that's there already, because all that's going to be deleted up here in this corner where Mr. Potato is. So we can use that. Again, another little tip for you guys that are new: if you take your cursor to the right hand side of the screen, you'll notice a shadow comes across the bit of that screen on that edge. If you click on it, you can bring up your to-do lists, you can make public notes, private notes, particularly useful if you're doing multiplayer and stuff like that. Very handy. And then it shows up on your screen when you've written it. And then to get rid of it, you just go back in here and then it comes up with clear note or whatever it is. So very, very handy. Another little useful pointless tip. It's not pointless at all really, but you get my drift. Here we go. We're going to end up with a lot of stuff that can go there, a few bits anyway that can go into the old recycle bin, which is awesomeness. So when we come up here, we've got to be careful because I don't want to interfere with this if we decide to put a miner on there. It's always the way, isn't it? Always one item missing. Noob days. The start of a new map. As I say, I haven't played for about almost a year, or it is roughly, which basically means it's feeling quite fresh to me, and there are a few bits and bobs I've forgotten. So bear with, bear with. See, that to me is just sitting up way too high. This is where I really wish I had my mods where I could just lower it down a bit, because it doesn't go with the nudged thing they say. Vertical nudge isn't working basically on these ones. So it's a bit of a pain. I am going to just pop it in there. It's not that it's needed at this point, but it gives us a point of reference to avoid with this belt as it's coming down, which is what I want to do. So what we're going to do, yes, we are going to come up, not that high, I think we'll come up a 2 meter, like that. I think that's going to be a little bit more. Ooh, okay, we might have to come up 3, which I really didn't want to do, but we may have to. Oh, Mr. Potato, why? Just why? What do you mean you were here first? Let's go here. Or do we want to go further across? Don't know whether that's going to work. Is it going to even get? Come on. Yes, thank you. Again, the cabling will run along the edge here and go up. We could hide it completely inside all of this, and you know, maybe at the end when we tidy everything up and doing the aesthetics, that may be an option.
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Basically, fool's gold, pretty much. Ooh, do not fall down there, my dear friend. Right, let's again do this to the height of, if I can. I might just need to put in 2 more. Yep. And then we are going down the middle. Okay, we are going down the middle. We are going down the middle. We are going down the middle. So let's go down the middle. Again, I think I'm going to drop one of these here and let it do its thing, and if it doesn't do it, we'll have to... It is doing it this time. I think on that other one it's just too short a piece. I don't know why it did that, and we had to do the curves. A bit weird, really. Never mind. These things are sent to try us or kill us, as I nearly fell to great depths, but I didn't. Oh, we're short again. Okay. You can see why automating these things as soon as possible is really useful if you can, because there is a little bit of hand production having to be done to start with. So I'm trying to get things automated as soon as possible. In the past I haven't quite done it this way, I have to admit. I've been a bit more hands-on at the bench until I've unlocked certain things before I've got full production going, but I think this time I'm going to try and produce stuff like the 50 required rotors here up in the top corner. Normally I'd make those by hand just because it's so much quicker, but I'm actually trying to wait until things are in production before I do them. I haven't quite done the cable, admittedly, but I have got wire going. So that will be the next step when we've got the copper set up, which is the point of today, is to get wire, sheets and cable going. And then once that's done, the next job will be to set up rotor production, basically. All very small at this stage because it is a starter base. So it's not about getting mass big numbers together at this stage. It is purely to get going to just unlock as much as possible. Once you get up to, I think it's, I can't remember offhand, but once you unlock the large blueprint, then we start getting into proper building, and that's when all the exciting stuff will really begin. Right. Okay, let's do this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're coming along. Halfway there, come on. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Once you've played this game through a few times, it's kind of like this first bit, it's like you get a bit impatient with it. But I really wanted to do this game from the start again, because I haven't done it from the start for a very long time. Because I've been in creative mode pretty much. I did one playthrough at the beginning when I first got the game, and then after that I've pretty much done creative mode because I'm lazy. But yeah, I'm wanted to do a full real proper playthrough this time and see where we end up. So it will take a bit of time. I'm not going to apologise for that because it is what it is. And look at this little swine. You see, this is the sort of thing I'm talking about. These very odd, peculiar sort of heights, which are very frustrating. So the way you can sometimes get around this, depending on... I'm now missing iron plates. Okay. Let's get some iron plates. Don't know whether is that chest. Was that chest empty? I think it was, wasn't it? I deleted it. Yes, it is. Alright, we have to go upstairs. Bing! Second floor. And plates are over here. That's good. Ouch. Where were we? Merger. Yes. So if we stick a... Come on. We stick a merger there. Just going to try this for a second. Need a bit more room to stand out. Like that. It then connects, so it squishes it. And that's what we need. And then afterwards you can delete this, perfectly fine. Take that to there. Might take that to there. That should get us... Oh, look at that. 4 plates short. Yeah. See, I should have done that 5 that was there. There we go. Right. Why is that not on? Oh, because we didn't rewire it, did we? Okay, what we need to do is stick some ladders up so that we have easier access. I mean, down the line you could do all sorts of things. I may, once I've unlocked them, put railings along here just to, you know, tidy up. We're going to colour it all up as well, make it look nice. Nicey, nicey, nicey. I think what we're going to actually do is while we're here, we might as well do this. Let's try that there to there. Is it going to let us do this? This is the question. Perfect. You'll get used to that sound of me dying, or pretending to, but not. Losing health is probably a better way of putting it. Less dramatic. Go there. I'm going to come down there. I'm going to delete that because it is not needed. We're going to delete that. I'm going to delete that. And well, this is an interesting one because if we come to here, we do that. This here can go. This here can go. Then we've got a pole there which technically shouldn't exist. These wrong key. So that can all come off like that, and that there can come off because it's no longer doing anything, which is awesome. So we now have the power coming to here, and what we need to do now is off this one produce maybe how are we going to do this? Do we do a pole at the back here? Let's just, for simplicity's sake, come on, there we go, do that, and then that, and that's going to give us a green light up there, which is good, and that means we should slowly start getting the copper through. So now I've only got one. Guess what? Yes, we need to make loads more. I did check out the rain volume, and you can just hear it. Right now you've got sort of water running off, building noise, which is quite cool. The other mode that's changed is photo mode, apparently. There we are, take a photo. Now I reckon show settings. There's something here about you can do selfie mode. First person, here we go. Decoupled. Selfie. Look at that. They had it on 30, didn't they? 25 is quite good though. Anyway, let's do aperture. What's that do? Ah, it blurs. Oh, that's cool. I like. Oh yeah, we are gonna start doing some there we are. We are gonna start doing some photos in this decent ones when we've got buildings done and stuff. Cool. Right, we have copper here. Where are we up to on this? I got sidetracked by selfies, which in real life I can't stand, and I don't do. But there you go. Doopy doopy doop. Right. I've still got loads more to make, haven't I? Iron plates. I'm gonna need. No, we need more screws. 700 of those. We can pick screws up, save making them. Actually, that's a very good idea. Let's just go and grab some. See how many are in there anyway. There's a suicidal jump off the ladder there just to see where we're going. Come on. Yeah. Oh, I can't jump because we haven't got blades. Oh, look at that. We have tons of screws. That's good. Very, very good. You need lots of screws, as you'll see, um, for some of those recipes. Where were we? Over here. Sweet. Reinforce 16. Let's get those done. Probably should have picked up plates while I was there. Never mind, it's a start. We can start putting in some of this and see where we go. I wonder if we got. We're gonna have enough. Maybe we can put the lift in if we've got enough room, enough for the lift. Lift. So follow this line, and we want to do a lift like here. Like that. That's in line. I've fallen off the blooming thing again. Hey, come on, laddie, up you go. Don't know whether we're going to have enough. No, we are short by 7. Okay. Oh, don't kick me off. Whoa, that was close. That's rods. We'll go around. Plates. So as you can see, there is a little bit of to and throwing. Let's see, a little bit of damaging health in the process, but that's all right. 66, that's a bit better. We should be able to get that done now, all being well. When we come to make reinforced plates, that's where your screws are going to get consumed, and also I believe possibly yes. So we'll see how we go, but we're heading the right direction. That's the main thing. Hey, how's it doing, Luna? I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good, thank you very much. Where are you watching from, if you don't mind me asking? And are you a Satisfactory player? You're good. That's good to hear, mate. It's good to hear. With everything being crazy in the globe at the moment, it's good to hear. So I used to stream a little bit just as a hobby, and basically I have just got back to it. I wiped everything off YouTube and Twitch and everything else, and have restarted from scratch. And 1.2 particularly was my main goal. Um, Basically because I've played about 6,000 hours in Satisfactory so far. But I have been playing in creative mode for a very long time now. Basically, since it was first released, I then completed the map, and then after that, played in creative when they released creative mode. So I've got kind of a lot to try out again, basically. But I wanted to leave it for 1.2 now that they've supposedly fixed fluids, which will be cool. I used to do some very wacky builds. As an example, my coal plant, um, that alone was 500 hours just on the coal plant. So that gives you an idea of the sort of craziness I get up to. But oh no, I think it's there. I'm going to guesstimate it. I'm going to have to guesstimate it. Let's shove that up for the moment and see if we can get up there. And go and have a nose, see what's happened. See if it is correct. Oh, look at that. That is not too shabby. Split. Here's what's going to... Yep, that's alright. Why it's not showing the blue line, I do not know. A little bit of a error there. Did I put that around the wrong way? Oh, don't tell me I did. What a flippin' noob. Right. That looks too far off. Yeah. Come on. Still not a 9, is it? Why is that the case? Why is it doing that? It's looking weird. It's doing something odd to me. You seeing what I'm seeing? It's looking odd. It's not doing something correctly here. Or is it? So the back end of that is on that line. Oh, it is. It's an optical illusion. Okay. Ignore me. As you were, everybody. Back on your heads. Let's go up and get that sorted. So we've got screws, plates, rods all being made, and concrete. This is our little vertical starter factory. It's just purely a starter factory, and we're on random nodes. So I've got this, I normally used to come to this little alcove here to do a little starter factory in the past, and it was obviously, as you'll well know if you play Satisfactory before, it was four pure nodes, 3 here, 1 here, limestone over there, nearly said it again, and then copper over here. And basically this time round what I've got is limestone there, copper up the top on that little cliff edge. We've got one iron here, and then a coal and a sulfur. So I was really super excited about that because I thought, oh, actually that's That's very useful and for a starter factory. So I thought, right, okay, let's run with it and see what happens. And I've got extreme weather settings on and stuff, so there's a bit of wind going on, as you can see, which is all part of the fun. We get some thunderstorms. Love the rain, hate the lightning. The lightning is crappy texture. They need to sort that out. It's too cartoony. But anyway, that's just me. Production smelter. So we have coming off, what quality node was this? I don't know. I should have looked before I came out, never mind. Never mind. The worst case is it's going to be a 4. So let's just pretend that we did look. And we can... Oh, okay, I'm going to go and look. And we don't have the blades yet, so I'm semi-dying every time I jump off the building. Here we go. What quality node was it? Pure. So we do get 120 with a minor 1 on it. Awesome. And a little bit more nearer to death. There's the lightning. That's just awful, sorry. That's just really, really bad. They need to do something about that. I've put in a petition for it. Come on, guys. It's very, very bad lightning. And I believe if this is copper, it is 30, yes. So Control C, Control V, get out of the way. Control V, Control V, copy paste to there, splitter. Now I haven't done an equal manifold here and possibly should have done, but I'm not too worried, to be honest, at this stage with this the starter base. It's one of those things I'll look at down the line when we get going, doing the proper iron factory or whatever. At this stage I'm kind of like, it's just a matter of getting things unlocked, getting some production going to get things unlocked so we can get up. Then I can start doing my super builds. In due course now I'm going to try and I'm probably going to, ooh, you managed to grab it. No. Mark 1 we only need. And we want to go to a straight. Up we go. Mark 1. This one we're going to need a mark. Yeah, Mark 1 because it takes 60, doesn't it? So it's 30 and 30, so that's correct. So in fact we can go Mark 1 on that, and then we can go Mark 1 on that. We'll let those fill up and see where we get to. Architecture support for eventually all this will be painted. We will do a full proper job on it and have lighting and everything. It will look pretty when it's finished. It's just very bare bones at this stage and is just a starter base, not anything posh, so bear with. And I think what I'm going to do on this particular map, in the past I've always deleted my starter bases once I've got proper stuff going, but I think what I'm going to do this time round I actually think I'm going to keep it, even if it's not doing anything, and just have it there as a bit of a sort of like a museum almost. The start, the beginning. That doesn't look right. What's happened there? Interesting. Ah, whoops. Well spotted. Well spotted. Just testing you all out to see whether you had seen that I cocked up. Let's do this. Yeah, that lighting's pretty bad. It's the only thing, I mean, graphically, the rest of the game is actually awesome. Done a great job, but that, and the lighting is beautiful. The lightning, seriously, guys? It's like literally something, I think, straight out of a cartoon book. Doesn't really look semi-realistic as the rest of the stuff does. It kind of just is too naff. Right. Where are we going to go? We're going to step out here for a second. Going to grab the electricity from there, bring it up to there, bring it up to there, bring it around. Same repeat and rinse to there, there. And then here we come across a view. Now they did say on the notes something about not needing to, or double power outlet or something on the buildings can be unlocked, and it will save now using a pole between buildings. I didn't quite understand what they're going on about. So that's a wait and see pudding when we've actually got everything unlocked, but I am sort of intrigued by that because I didn't quite work out what they were getting at. Right, so this is now producing 30 of those ingots, copper ingots. Ooh, bright lights. Conductors. Let's turn that around. So, yeah, let's go there for a minute. Copper sheets, 20 per minute, just to be awkward. We can crank these up once we've unlocked the overclocking stuff and bits and bobs. We can, I'll adjust it all so it's all working properly. But at this stage, I just want to get stuff going, and that will be fine. So we're going to go wire. I think we're going to do 2 lots of wire, missing materials, cable, of course. Let's just dump down a workbench for the second. So I think we're going to do 2 lots of wire and then use 1 lot for cable. You can ask me anything you like, mate. Sorry. Are you enjoying playing this? I've heard about it. I've never played it. You've never played it yourself? Oh my word, mate. The beginning here, right, is very typically of most games. There's a little bit of grind, to get going. But what you can do in this game, building wise and factory wise, is only limited by your imagination. Some of the builds, seriously, that I've done in the past and others, you could mind blowing. You can literally do all sorts of things. All I will say is try and follow us, because once I get going further down the line and actually building some interesting stuff, it will give you an idea of what is possible in the game. I mean, as I say, I've played about 6,000 hours on this game, and that's very rare for me on a game. Very rare. So, yeah. So, no, I mean, fire away, mate, question-wise. No problem at all. I'm just not looking at chat all the time because I've actually upgraded my computer recently and gone down to one screen. So I'm having to tab in and out. So I tend to do it while I'm on the workbenches doing stuff. But basically, yeah. No, don't be afraid of asking questions, mate. Not at all. I am very, very open to people questioning because that's how you learn. That's how everybody learns. And it drives me mad when people think otherwise. I'm cramming these in just because this is starter factory stuff. I am really seriously not worrying about it too much. As I said, it's kind of, yeah, it is what it is. So this one here, we're going to do another one after it, straight after it, and that's going to be cable. Actually, it can be a one because it's only 15. Oh, there's 30 coming out. Technically, we could get 2 in. Can we fit another one in? Probably, possibly, but then we'd have to jump a 4 because we need a splitter, and that's going to get even more complicated. So I think for the moment we will just do that, and then I'll overclock it when we can. Makes sense? Makes sense? Yes. Yeah. There we go. So let's do that. Let's go back and connect the others up. And I'll have a look at your question any minute. So that's that. So those are all functioning. They're going to do that. We're going to bring this cable here. Where are we? No, I'm going to go along one more. Oh, really? Missing a wire? You've got to be kidding me. There is a ton of wire in there, so let's jump down and go and get it and try not to die. Yeah. Oh, stop it. Right. There we are. Let's get that. Let's jump up on here, run round. Once I've unlocked the blades on here, then I'll be able to jump over all this stuff very easily. And then further down the line, you get the jetpacks and the whatnots, and you can fly around. It's cool. Just got quite a bit to unlock before I get there. But there we are. That's part of the game. Alright, let's do this. So 1, 2. That can connect to there. Get that going. To there. I'm expecting the power to cut out at any point because I probably haven't got enough running to run all this, and I'll have to go down and sort that out. So you'll hear the big doo as the power goes down if it does. And I've got to do some more probably collecting of stuff, but anyway. And then this one here, I think we can just operate off that, and that'll do the wire for us. Awesome. So what we're going to do now is merge these into one container. Let's just sticks. So let's go that way. So right. How much room's there? That. And then straight to there. Straight to there. Straight to there. There. Foundations, logistics, no, organisation, sorry, storage container. So this is going to go here, and that's going to be filling up with... Oh, actually I've cocked up, haven't I? Like usual. I have not been thinking straight. So this one here is going to go straight into there. That's going to go there. Then we're going to put a merger here. And that means that one there is going to come around to there. That's going to come around into that. Then we do that to there. That's going to be wire. So that's going to be wire. That's going to be sheets. And then this one's going to be cable, but we're going to have to put the thing at a slightly different position. I'm not sure whether we... Can we do this? Can we be cheeky and manage it? If I bring that forward a bit, it's not good. Doesn't like being nudged this at the moment, which is weird. So they've obviously got to fix that, because normally you can nudge them. Okay, let's just do it a different way. Then we'll have to just stick it this way for the moment and lump it. That's not nice. How much room we got here? Got to leave enough room to take it elsewhere. That's going to be too tight. Didn't think about that, did I? What a zombie. Okay, tell you what we can do. We can take it around that way. Yeah, that will work. I think. Or will it? Maybe it won't. As soon as I've done this, sorted this little puzzle out, I will be looking at your question, mate. Yes, because that means then I can put in one of these here for a lift, or it can go up and out. That's okay, and then I can just make sure that works like that, and it's just within the building parameters. Cool. So okay, so we have the bits all working there, which is awesome. Ooh, that's not what I intended to do. Let's have a little look. You haven't asked the question yet. That's okay. I shall await your question. Or maybe you've got bored and vanished. Either way. Either way. I'll be waiting. What is the time? Ah, yes, nearly. So, okay, we've got copper done, which is awesome. We are on our way, guys. We are on our way. We've now got all the basics being produced in terms of very basics in iron and copper. One thing they've never done, which I really wanted, was a manhole. Basically where you could have a ladder going up through a foundation. That was definitely one thing I've always wanted, and they've never given it to me. No. But yeah, it's a shame. Anyway, because having ladders on the outside like this is actually problematic. And we may eventually have a stairway built at the back and do it properly, but we'll sort that out down the line. So the next stage on this is going to be we have two options. We can either keep going up another floor, put some assemblers up there and get some production going upstairs, which is an option. It just means we are more likely to die each time we jump off the building unless I'm very clever at sidestepping like that. Or we could build it coming out this way over here, over the top of this, as a separate entity building, and then have the goods basically shipped across from each floor, which, you know, could look quite cool too. And then do this as the assembly plant basically in here. And the idea is kind of appealing to me. It is kind of appealing to me, so yeah, we may do that. We may do that. Just have a little nosy, but that will be next time's project. I think what we might do is get some more concrete just to finish the foundation off. Concrete's building up nicely. Yeah, so I'm just thinking at the moment, why I've gone out 10, I don't know, didn't really mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that, but there you go. Oh, don't want to cut the cable. Start again. It didn't want to undo that for some reason. So there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will come to here, and there'll be a gap of 2 basically between. That could work. That could work. And 6 by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we've gone out 7. Okay, be like that. Well, actually, we will need a bit of walkway around. So that's interesting. Why? That's even more weird. Okay. Let me just... I've just realised what's happened here. We've been basing that off this. So let's get rid of that. And all of this has been based off the wrong thing. Yes, it's been based off this, not off that building, which is actually what we want. There we go. So I'm going to make little things in here. Well, we'll see in due course, don't worry. One thing at a time. Patience, patience. But yeah, we'll get it sorted eventually, and it will all look wee nice. Hopefully, anyway. Oh my word! Here I have cocked up with all that stuff. Hey, boy, gum! That's the one we want to get rid of, that one. That we can leave, because that's the sort of perimeter one-y thingy majiggy wiggy. So that can stay. This all needs to go. 3, so that's the 6, I think. One, oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need one more here. I'm still doing it, bad habit, pressing F to, look, to copy paste. And you do not need to do that. There's a pack of lives. You only need to middle mouse button click and it will copy it. Old habits die hard. Right, so that's that one. Get rid of him. And get rid of those. Still doing it. It is incredible the amount of times it just happens by flipping habit. It's freaky, freaky. I think it's because I'm partly in delete mode already, and I think that's where it comes from. I'm giving myself excuses here for being an idiot. We're going to take all that, we are going to delete that. This up here is now all out of sync because of this. Yes. As I said. Noob! And if I move that, that's going to throw out all of this. So I'm actually going to leave that where it is. It's a half, it is a half, so we can tie it up if we ever needed to. I'm not worried. At this point. Back here I was, but not back there. I can leave that. Because we've got half foundations. When you go in the foundations, you've got, I haven't got them unlocked yet. But you have got them, so not a problem. Right. That can cover in there. Do that for the moment. I might do something else under there later. Later. All will be revealed in the end. So this one here matters a little bit more. So as soon as I've done this and tidied this up, this will be it for today. Clipping, not good. No clipping allowed. Definitely not. I don't know what's going on here. Is that going to let me do that, or is it going to say, oh, you are too steep? No, it's going to do it. Okay. That's not good though, that looks awful. I don't know what's going on there. Right, let me try going back to do what I was going to try and do the other week, the other day, like yesterday. Yes, it's now allowing me to do it. Just needed that little bit of extra length for some reason on there to do it. Okay, that's done. That can now delete. So it's okay, it's all working. Weirdly enough, we haven't had a power cut yet, which I'm really expecting, because I've got way more on there than I think should be on there, but that's okay. We have extra power there available, just need to get it all wired up. But that's it, we have copper, we have the 3 parts being made. Down here we've got concrete, just in summary. Then we have, on the next floor here, we have screws, exclusive. This floor we have plates and rods. And this this floor, we have copper sheets ticking away, copper wire ticking away, and cable. And I think what we're going to do is we are going to do our idea and take all of this across. We will take it all across, set up a second pillar here, of foundations, basically similar to this, and we'll do that as a floor with assemblers, and that's going to give us the rotors and everything we need then for the objective, and then we can carry on unlocking stuff, which is super awesome. Hello, doggo. So I'm going to leave it there for today. Another short and sweet. Oh, short and sweet thingy. I'm trying to keep the streams if I can to about an hour at the moment, just so they don't get too long for people to have a nose at. And you can obviously fast forward and skip as you so desire. And Aluna, if you end up watching this whole thing through and don't disappear on us, you can always ask the question by contacting me on my Discord, which I don't yet. I don't think I've got that on my thingy-majiggy what's it, but I will pop it up there, and you can always contact us through that. But anyway, have fun, and we will carry on at some point. I'm just trying to think where I'll next be on streaming. It won't be now over the weekend. It's more likely to be Monday. I think at the moment I'm aiming for Mondays, possibly Thursday, Friday. That's the sort of goal. But we'll have to wait and see how things go. So in the meantime, have fun playing Satisfactory and doing what you do, and we will catch you again. So thank you once again. Take care from the Mad Otter.